Today I'd like to talk about the second movement of this piece. But let me remind you that before diving into the depth of interpretation, it's important that we always build the house of music first. And the house of music consists of 5 pillars: melody, harmony, rhythm, dynamics, and tempo. So in the first movement, our 2 main pillars are being used, the harmony and the rhythm. And I am very, very happy to announce that the second movement, finally, we get my favorite pillar of all, is the melody. I love the contemporary language. I love working with living composers, but I do miss the beauty of the melody. I do think that real melodists of Chopin and Liszt are, of course, the question of the past and the thing of the past, but I do miss them sometimes. But before we go into the beautiful melody, as a very good composer, Raphael does create a transition between the first and the second movement by giving us more harmony. And here harmony is not in the air like in the first movement, it's very grounded. It's a harmony that we, listeners, have the time to enjoy, to hear and appreciate. And these harmonies, when I was sight reading this piece for the first time, is something that made me really shiver. Because I feel in bar 37, in the second movement, there is a harmony change. Listen to this beautiful change of harmony. Didn't sound. And the first change is just pure magic. Just so beautiful. Listen to it again. And then again we move on with harmony. Then he says pause and puts a fermata sign on. And then he gives us the bass. And here is the melody. It's not the tempo that he's written, and it's not 100% following the text. I am not trying to be completely devoted to the text right now. I'm just trying to show you the language that has been used, that we had a rhythmical, very airy first movement, and now we have this very watery, very grounded, very deep harmonies. Another important moment about this movement is dynamics. So now we are in bar 54, and here you can see that there is a double P pianissimo, and only few seconds later there's already double forte, fortissimo, that leads us to sforzando. And this is a very, very vast and big crescendo, which means that sound becomes louder. It will sound, with orchestra of course, completely differently, but I thought it's so gorgeous that I needed to share it with you, and it sounds like that. Of course, no broken chords are written in here, complete improvisation, completely forbidden, not written by the composer. I apologize. It's done just to show you the moment of piano pianissimo going to fortissimo through molto ritenuto and through massive crescendo. I found it absolutely glorious. I hope you found it interesting. I do know that Raphael is now working on the very last movement of this concerto, which will be tuba and piano solo. And so next time I'd like to tell you about the Schoenberg's poem, the song for a male choir called Verbundenheit, and the meaning of this poem in this piece. And also I'd like to find out why there is tuba in this concerto. Bye bye.